Hello, and welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
What is chiropractic? What is animal chiropractic? Probably a lot easier to tell you what it isn't. It isn't a treatment for anything. All animal chiropractic does is remove intervertebral subluxation, which cause interference in the nervous system. An animal chiropractor is an expert trained at the identification and removal of these subluxation, these interferences, these bumps in the highway, these bumps in communication that result in altered communication altered signals between the toe and the brain, between the brain and the gut, between the brain and the heart, between the brain and every organ that interacts with each other. And all these organs interact in a positive way or in a negative way, because we know that, if our heart beats faster, then our guts don't work as well. And if we need to digest a bunch of food, then our heart can't beat as fast. And so there's a lot of times where you can't do two things at the same time. Walk and chew gum sometimes is pretty easy, but if you're walking and chewing gum and trying to have a heart attack or different things are happening in your body, sometimes that might be tough. So chiropractic helps the brain communicate with the rest of the body, helps ease out the ridges in the roads so that travel is easy for all these cellular communications that determine whether your animal is healthy or not. What is health? Just because your animal is not having a problem today doesn't mean that they're 100% healthy. If you have a problem, I was talking to a lady today and her dog was lame and she went to the vet first. They did a CT scan and they found a small osteosarcoma. They treated the small osteosarcoma. It seems to have resolved, but the dog is still not walking on the leg. It was recommended they amputate it. They went ahead and did a chiropractic exam and adjustment on the lower neck, and now the dog is walking. So the first pain probably saved the dog's life long term because they found the small osteosarcoma that was able to be treated. However, just removing the osteosarcoma wasn't the problem. That wasn't what caused the lameness. The lameness was due to a lack of innervation in the neck. It was causing some pain. There was some issue there. There was some guarding. and that was causing problems with innervation in the long bones of the leg, which probably led to the osteosarcoma. So, there again, what is chiropractic? Do we treat osteosarcoma? No. Do we remove nervous system interference? Yes. Is that leg going to heal better now? You bet. Is it going to heal better? Sometimes with cancer we need to use a lot of different things, a lot of different treatment modalities, and in this case it was good. We're looking at another dog that they recommended amputating the leg on because he wasn't using it. We removed the interference from the body, and now the dog is starting to use the leg again. Now we're having some trouble because there's severe atrophy because we waited 6 months to look for alternative therapy. So, animal chiropractic, the removal of vertebral subluxations from the body to allow your animal's nervous system to work at 100%. Because when your pet, your dog, your horse, your cow was 4 cells and then 8 and 16, the first thing that formed was the neural groove that became the nervous system, and it controlled all functions in the body. The next thing that formed was the gut, and that's right, ranks right up there. There's more cellular bacteria in your gut than you have cells in your body. So keep your gut healthy, keep your brain healthy. The body heals from above down, inside out. Diet is everything, and there we go. Have a great day, and keep your atlas adjusted. Talk to you later.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book. Yes, it's really a thing.
Helping others experience an abundant life with the gift, art, and blessing that is Animal Chiropractic is our sole mission at All Creatures Every Spine. It's what we do. It's what we love. It truly is what keeps us motivated to help people just like you. I truly love the art of chiropractic. It drives me to provide the highest level of chiropractic possible. And as fellow chiropractic business owners, it's that love that drives us to become better. However, the reality is that sometimes running a successful business can be challenging. Sometimes there can be obstacles to overcome. We all know the old saying, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Well, one thing that is really easy is marketing our clinic with a professional animal chiropractic website by the Chiro Website Pro, Tony Seymour. He's a professional web designer, and his team at Chiro Website Pro take good care of us. They simply make marketing our practice 100% hassle-free. If you're looking for the #1 hands-free way to market your practice, give the Chiro Website Pro a call at 423-779-4630 or simply visit www.chirowebsitepro.com and make sure you ask them about the special ACES discount and let them know Dr. Amy and Dr. O sent you. You'll be glad.
Standard Process is a third-generation family-owned company in rural Wisconsin. You could say we just make nutritional supplements, but we know we're changing lives. We grow ingredients on our own certified organic farm without pesticides or herbicides because we think they should be as close to nature as possible. Quality is our priority. That's why we do everything right here, from hand-picking the seeds to delivery, so you know exactly what goes into every bottle.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. I'm your host, Dr. O, but this is Who's Animal Chiropractic. So today I'll let Dr. Olivia go ahead and introduce and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Hi. Thanks for inviting me here, Dr. O. My name's Dr. Olivia Lorello. I did the ACEs course now, like 2 years ago, and have been adjusting more and more animals ever since I graduated. I recently, again, about 2 years ago, started working at the University of Pennsylvania in their field service department and brought chiropractic to them. And now it's in continually expanding practice. So it's been great.
Cool. And so now Animal Chiropractic is part of the University of Pennsylvania Field Services.
Yeah. Yep. New. There was a little bit of hesitation from quite a few people, but it started slow and now is just, honestly, I need to find another chiropractor to help me because I have so much work. Yeah. And the students have been loving it. It gives them exposure that they didn't previously get. And even if they're not going to go do it when they graduate, it's good for them to know what kind of people they're going to be talking to. And some students have decided to go on and do the programs. So it's been really good.
Cool. And now if you get to them early, we probably can do the 2 week externship during senior rotation. Yeah.
Okay, great. You and I should talk about detail. Yes, there have been a lot of questions recently. I'm glad you brought that up. So that's great to know, and maybe we can get together about details so I can pass that on to the. I don't see many of the students before they get to their fourth year, so
yeah,
I'll try to get it to them. Second year.
Yeah, and find the student club.
I'm the president. I'm the faculty mentor. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So we'll just bring it up. We'd love to have a Zoom meeting with the club.
Great.
They
would love that too.
So cool. Yeah. So that's cool to hear that you're doing an awesome job. Because you brought it into the university, into a vet school. So that's pretty nice. You are doing some research. How's that coming?
Yeah, that's going well too. Yes, we are looking at the effects of heart rate, stride length, stride symmetry, heart rate variability using a wearable device on horses before and after chiropractic adjustment. One time the horse gets adjusted and another time they just get pet and we hang out with them and the owner is blinded to what we're doing when. So, and we tell them after it goes over 2 weeks for each horse. So we have about 32 horses that we've collected all of the data on, and then we're hoping to get about 45 or 50. So as most research, it's a little bit slower than anticipated, but it's moving, and I'm hopeful to have some preliminary results by the end of the year, if not early next year. But so far, unofficially, things have been looking really, really good. So I will keep you guys updated for sure. I'm really excited to share that data with you when it's all analyzed and presentable.
Cool. We find that the data collection isn't that tough. It's the getting the papers published that's the hard part.
That's true.
Yeah. So give us your biggest win with Animal Chiropractic so far. I mean, second to getting it into a vet school.
Well, that's an interesting question. The biggest one, the most fun one, I guess, has been, I kind of broke into a very high level dressage barn, and I think I don't have a particular horse, in general, but it started with like 2 horses, and now I think I have like 20 or 30 that I go on a regular schedule to see, and some of them have really been moving up the levels in dressage, and I don't really give myself all of the credit because they do a lot of the training, right? I go there once a month, but the trainer who's very, I don't know, he doesn't give away a lot, but he really admits that chiropractic helps his horses a lot. And I don't know, I guess you have to know the people to know how much that means, but you meet all of these people in high places, and for them to kind of come down and say, hey, I know that chiropractic is really helping my horse a lot, just means so much to the people who do it, like you and me.
Well, it does. Yeah, when people meet Dr. Amy and I, they think that I'm the horse doctor and she's the dog doctor. But to me, it's more dog clients that do that to me, and she's the one that meets the horse clients that do that to her. So anyway, yeah. Pretty awesome stuff. What about so in your practice in field services there, when you go to look at some horses that are maybe not scheduled as chiropractic patients, do you go ahead and adjust some of those too?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I still do general practice as well, a fair bit of lameness because it's so, intertwined with the chiropractic work. So sometimes I'll be scheduled for a lameness exam, and then we'll do that. And then we'll say hey, why don't we just adjust the horse and see how it goes, and put off the injections or whatever they were originally scheduled, shockwave or whatever they were originally scheduled for. And some clients have been really happy with that. And I think where it's also been great is the patients who, like I said, the owners might think they need injections, but then you get there and it's not appropriate, right? Either the horse is overweight, or we're worried about Cushing's disease, where these injections might be even more harmful. And we can manage them really well with chiropractic, and I do acupuncture too. So that combination is really, really nice for those horses where other modalities might not be an option. And the people didn't necessarily know about chiropractic; they didn't request it. But when I bring it up, it's usually taken very well. Right.
Yeah. So, I find that is the biggest problem that we as animal chiropractors face, is people don't know what it does.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially in the animal world, right? The human, I don't know. Well, everyone knows what no.
Yeah, maybe. It's for back pain, right? That's what
it's a place to start.
Yeah. So, we see our chiropractor. We've been seeing him more lately because we did get in a car accident, but
no. Are you good? You're okay?
Yeah, everybody's okay. Okay. It's just inconvenient.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, but we're seeing him 3 times a week now, and that's 3 hours a day or 3 hours a week minimum to go see the chiropractor and come home, and all that. So
that's a commitment.
Yeah. But we are both feeling better, so it's good. It's good.
Good. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see. So what do you wish all your animal owners knew about animal chiropractic?
I wish, kind of going back to what you just said, that they understood that it was more than cracking backs. I still get a lot of reactions to when things pop audibly, and I wish they knew how much more it was actually doing, right? That if they could, and I try to explain it to them, and I probably explain it to them more than a lot of people because I usually have students with me, and so I'm talking to them at the same time, and I find that really helpful. And kind of the people will chime in and say wow, I had no idea. If you start talking about the innate and how you need the nervous system to function properly. And so I really do try to explain everything about chiropractic and not just, this is out and that's out and I fixed it, goodbye.
Yeah.
So, sometimes they don't want to hang out or can't listen to my whole spiel, but the ones who do, I have not had one client yet who finds it uninteresting. Like, I think they're all just amazed. And then that goes for the students too. I guess I put them in a similar category. They're like, even one today, she got out of the truck and she said she has a lot of experience with racetrack medicine and that's all she's been around. And she said, wow, I just had no idea what chiropractic was. And one day with all of these chiropractic patients, and I feel like I know so much, so much more.
Yeah. Awesome. So you're out there doing it. Now, do you use your atlas and show people, I put it on people's
Of course, it's not, I don't know where my keys are, but yes, it's on my keychain and yeah.
I put that on people's fingers and then say, this is what it does. We kink it sideways. And like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Imagine, if you couldn't get rid of it, and so then we put it back. But show me chiropractic and you can see all kinds of stuff. So yeah. Well,
the other thing that's been really nice with the students too is that it's been helpful, like to review anatomy with them and to show them, like, speaking of the atlas, I'm like, this is the wing of the atlas, and they're like I have to say 90% of them are shocked. Like, you see the skeleton in anatomy in first year, and then for the most part no one talks about the atlas again. Maybe they talk about some sort of CSF tap somewhere near there, but and then you bring it up again, and you're talking about all of the points, like the tuber cocci, the tuber ischii, the tuber sacrali, and they're like, oh wow, I kind of forgot about all of these things, and it's a really good. I think we're everyone's better at anatomy because of this too. So
yeah, and I mean, and it's not a bad thing to be better at anatomy.
Yeah, never.
I mean, I remember when I was in vet school, I had a surgeon tell me that all I needed to worry about was the tubes, the red tube, the blue tube, and the white tube, and everything else would heal.
Okay, that's one approach.
And I was like, oh, okay. That's probably not the way my anatomy teacher would have liked to learn. Anyway. So that was... Oh,
that's funny.
Yeah. So I think that, as we start to learn more and incorporate more with the different modalities, it makes a huge difference. So
yeah.
Well, awesome. Anything that you wish all veterinarians knew about chiropractic, about certified chiropractors doing chiropractic?
I always try to make sure they know, the ones I talk to know that, it can also be a chiropractor who went to human chiropractic school. And I think that I did not know that actually until I got to your program, like day one. I forget who it was, but I started talking to him and I was like, what vet school did you go to? And he was like, I forget what chiropractic school he went to. I was like, I've never heard of that. And then I realized it was a chiropractic school. But I think it's good for veterinarians to know that, people have various backgrounds of training and how to interact with chiropractors more, and not to be afraid of them just because they didn't go to vet school as well, that they're still doing amazing things with animals. And I wish we worked a little bit more cohesively than we do, right? So there's, maybe more veterinarians should be reaching out and seeing if it is an option. And I think all we can do is try to spread the word and like, I'll kind of stalk cases in the hospital and say like, hey, maybe we should look at that horse. And then a lot of people are like, oh, okay, I just didn't think of that. So, if more veterinarians just knew of it as a possibility, and that there's more people than veterinarians doing it.
Well,
are the two things.
And trained, I think certified. We don't need lay people doing it, but yes.
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant that they reach out to like their veterinary friends. And I think, there's also all these people who I did the program with and they're certified. You go to the AVCA website and.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Yes. So, well, I don't, anything else you'd like to mention? All right.
I don't know, aside from other than how awesome it is, and I love my job doing it. I look forward to the days that are all chiropractic and acupuncture, and so I do a little more of a little of the other stuff, but it's less and less. And I do love the days that I do all that. So it's something to look into for those people who haven't done it yet and are thinking about it, for sure.
So do you, how has it changed your life?
What a big question. Yeah. I mean, it changes what I do on a daily basis. I think it definitely makes me think about how I can live my life in a healthier way. I think that I'm fortunate to have a very good quality of life in what I do as an equine practitioner, with a fairly nice schedule. And, I still do emergent, like I said, general practice emergency things, but, you get to work with horses. I do all horses, but you get to work with horses, and I do small ruminants too, and you always have a positive interaction with them. Like I would say, 90% of the horses when you leave are kind of like looking at you like, wait, you're leaving? No. There's still like the 10% that I don't know, I'm still working on getting that 10%, and particularly chestnut mares. So that's a really nice thing. You no longer walk in the barn with all of your needles and the horses look at you like, oh no, there she comes again. So it's I think the owners see it too, and to a certain extent, I'm not sure I believe all of the translations that they, he's so excited to see you. He's been waiting every day for you. All of those. I don't know if I believe them all, but I do. It is nice to have a good relationship with the animals and feel like you're doing all good, and very, you don't have to worry about hurting them. I mean, I don't know, but there's a place for traditional medicine too. But
right, but adjust first. Yeah. Drug second, surgery third, and I think that the body heals from above down, inside out. I'd like to thank you for your time today, and appreciate it so much that you spent this time with us. And if anybody is up in Pennsylvania, they can give you a call and get a hold of you through the vet school, right?
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, and say hi to Dr. Amy too. It's really nice to see you, Dr. O.
We'll do that. And everybody, remember, the body heals above, down, inside out. Keep your atlas adjusted.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the ACES channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.